Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Electric Bicycle. It's a beautiful morning in southwestern Montana, in a beautiful Bitterroot Valley where I went to high school. My grandson and I have been here fishing for a week or so, and we were trying to think of the best way to explain how much $33 million is. $33 million is a lot more money than most people will ever have to deal with here in Montana. I try to think of different ways, and it's very difficult, you know. I mean, you show 33 million trees, what do you do? Well, my grandson had this good idea. He said, well, why don't you just show how much $33 million is with pickup trucks? Montanans know about pickup trucks. They love them. I certainly love mine that I had for years. It just was really hard to give that thing up. It was a Chevy, and it broke down out there in the middle of Washington by the gorge. And Dad had put it into a square, you know, crush it into a square and send it to Japan or China or somewhere. It damn near killed me to give that truck up. Anyhow, I thought about what my grandson had to say, and he's right. This truck behind me, it's a Chevy. No, it's a Ford. There's a mix of Fords and Dodge Rams and Chevrolet Silverados. Really top of the line pickup trucks here. They're a little off price. The newest of those high-end pickups are running right around $100,000. But these here are beautiful, beautiful trucks for about $50,000, $40,000. And the best way for me to explain what $33 million is that $33 million will buy you about 660 or maybe 700 of these pickup trucks. It's a lot of pickup trucks. And but that's what $33 million will buy you. You can imagine that. The reason I wanted to tell you how much $33 million is that's how much Montana Senator Steve Daines got from contributors from around the country, corporate contributors, all kinds of people, in return for giving a tax break to wealthy Americans who were making a lot of money off their corporate income and needed to take that income as ordinary income. And then wealthy Americans that had big estates that wanted to avoid paying estate taxes. And so he changed the law for about a 5-year period. And that resulted in $33 million in contributions coming to his campaign the last time he ran for office. Now he's running for office again in 2026 to be Montana's senator. And already for this 6-year period, he's gotten $39 million. And if what happened the last time he ran is any indication, he'll get most of his money, the biggest portion of his contributions will come next year in 2026. So he's going to have way over 40 million. It'll be interesting to see how much he gets. Because what he did is he's the guy that put together the proposal and put it through for Trump's big, beautiful bill. And basically what he did is he made permanent those 2 tax breaks for his wealthy associates, including himself. He's in real estate over in Bozeman, and he made pretty good money off of that pass-through, and also off of the elimination of the estate tax. And one of the things that did is that when he did that, it reduced the taxable value of the American tax base by $5.4 trillion. That's 5.4 thousand billion dollars. And of course, a billion is $1,000 million. Now that's a lot of pickup trucks, I got to tell you. Well, I wanted to bring that to your attention, try to give you a sense for the kind of money that our senator's been playing with. Doesn't even bat an eye. And I know I used to be a legislator, and it was always important to declare you when you had a conflict of interest, when you were doing something it was really important to make sure people understood what was going on, so they knew all the equities and fairnesses that were involved. That never happened with Senator Daines. He just did it. So here I am on this lot full of beautiful pickup trucks, one of which I'll probably never own, because what we decided to do after 9/11. I was in the Pentagon on 9/11. I was right in front of the airplane when it stopped, and I'm very fortunate to be here. I got no complaints. But one of the things I decided from that experience, which took me a long time to put behind me, was that we needed to get off of our dependence on Middle Eastern oil. It had nothing to do with climate change. It had to do with dependence on foreign oil. Because every time we send a GI overseas, it's to protect our source of oil. And so what I thought I would do so that I wasn't part of the problem, my wife and I, we decided to not replace the pickup truck when it went forward in the air out there in the middle of the state of Washington. We instead saved our money and we bought a house. We paid cash for the house. We paid just about what a brand new pickup costs now for our house. We were very fortunate. I think it was around $88,000, which is what a high-end Dodge Ram or Ford Raptor or Chevy Silverado costs now. So we got that, and then instead of buying a second vehicle, a pickup truck, we took the money and we paid for solar panels, and it was $23,000 in, which, heck, these pickup trucks behind me, they cost about twice that now. But that's what we did because of the experience that I had, we both had, because she felt and saw the same smells and sounds that I did. So I'm bringing this all up because it's important to me to talk to you about it. I've had this unique combination of experiences, and people talk about male to testosterone, well, I'm as bad as the next male. I loved my pickup truck. I really did. When I lost that pickup truck, it was like having my horse die underneath me. But we made the change because it's important to us. And now on the one car that we just have a yellow ribbon saying support our troops, right? We want to support our troops. We don't want to put them in harm's way if we can avoid that. Before I left the Pentagon, the 2-star Marine Corps general that I worked for in the J7, Joint Operations and Interoperability, asked me to speak to the other officers from the other services. And so I did, and the one thing I told them was I realized how depressing it is sometimes to have corrupt senators and congressmen running our country, taking money just left and right like, there's no strings attached, and we all know better than that, right? There's strings attached. But I told them that there were honest political people trying to do the job, and there are today, both Republican and Democrat. And just like there's good cops, I've been talking about good cops, but there's also bad ones, really bad ones. Steve Daines is a bad senator. He's a corrupt senator, right? He's a road agent, just like Henry Plummer was. And we need to get him out of there. Now, I don't know, I really feel strongly about it, and I don't care. I'm going to be talking about this till the cows come home. It's ruining our country. So whether or not you have decided to put money into a big pickup truck and take your family, but maybe just have the pickup truck for your one car. That's one solution with these 6-packs or extended cabs. I mean, they're beautiful vehicles. Whether or not you decide to do that, if you're trying to be a conscientious voter and think about the consequences of your vote, get rid of Steve Daines. He's not an honest cop. He's a road agent. Anyhow, thanks again. I'll talk to you later.